Now we're seeing more and more branded residents appear here on the coast, and Sean, we've been invited to quite a few recently into the new developments. It's quite exciting because we're seeing big brands, big names putting their names on developments, and it's attracting a bit of headline, isn't it?
Oh, definitely, definitely. The one we went to a couple of weeks ago, or last week, was the new Design Hills, Marbella Design Hills, in just to the side of Sierra Blanca, just above the Golden Mile. And that is a branded residence from Dolce Gabbana. And I've been a little bit skeptical about some of the branded residences here over the years because they've been a little bit half-hearted. So it's a nice development with a name stuck on it, and that's kind of been the involvement with maybe a mirror that's been designed, or a token, a bit of brickwork, or and it's like, oh, you won 30% more than the normal development because you've stuck a name on it. So I've been a little bit Mr. Angry about it, but I have to say this one is different because of the involvement of the two designers, Dolce and Gabbana. I think it's Domenico Dolce who's very heavily involved in this. He's been over to the plot. He's nothing can be passed without his say-so. So they're really heavily invested emotionally and probably financially in the project, which means that everything, there's a nod to Dolce & Gabbana in everything they're doing. They're going to have amazing facilities on site. They're going to have martini bars. They're going to have a beautiful spa. There's going to be boutiques, but also the apartments and the penthouses themselves. There's real obvious nods to the designers. You can have the famous blue and white or green and white. You can have the whole kitchen or the whole apartment dressed in Dolce & Gabbana colours. So it's great, and it's great to see the heart and soul of a designer or a design brand going into a housing project like this. It's not cheap. I think the starting prices now are over 4 million euros. But again, what I like is the fact that they've been very protective of the brand. So we're not allowed to promote this. You won't see this on our website or any other website probably. If you want further information, ask us and we'll point you in the right direction and give you all the information you need. But I like the fact that they're being protective about it. They've got a great brand. Why do they want 200 real estate agents on the Costa del Sol messing it up? Yeah,
it's also interesting with the brands as well. Exactly what you said there, because they are taking it seriously. They are really looking after that brand. As so much, the questions are asked, well, is this just a kind of a brand thing going on? In a few years, will the licensing come away? No, it's not about licensing, is it? It's really, it's inbred into the development itself, where some developments might just have a nod or just a stamp there. But this one feels relevant. And also because of the design, the whole concept and the brand of D&G, Dolce Gabbana, you can see that in the soft furnishing, in the furniture package options as well. Whereas some of the other developments that we've seen, the branded residents, I can't see a connection with some of them.
There's sometimes a little hint or a little nod, but to me that's not enough. It doesn't justify the increase in price. Now, I mentioned that the properties at the Dolce Gabbana Design Hills are expensive. They are, but you get a lot for your money actually. They're almost, they are villa size units, but it's the extras. It's the huge pool at the front. It's the, as I say, the world-class spa they're going to have. I think they're going to have a barber shop. They're going to have the martini bars.
And the boutiques as well.
Exactly. They're trying to make it a destination, I think.
It's changing the whole landscape though, isn't it? It's not just a development going up on the hill, Design Hills, that's it. The whole area is changing, isn't it? And yes, it's a great area. You've got the Small World Cafe and the development around there, but the whole area is going to change for the better, isn't it?
Totally. They're
road
building
systems, everything.
Yeah, they're building a new tree-lined, palm-lined boulevard, which will link that to the Saudi Palace and the Golden Mile and the Puente Romano. So this is almost an extension, I think, of that Puente Romano destination. It's just moving slightly, not far, you can walk it, just up the hill, and I think this will be the next place to take off.
Exciting. So if anyone wants to know any more about that, drop us details, drop us your details and we'll get in touch with you there. Always happy to help.
Oh, we'll gladly go up there and show you the Dolce & Gabbana project.
Yeah, it's exciting and it's landing very, very soon, so watch this space. Until the next update, see you then. Now we're seeing a lot of branded residents hitting the headlines, or for the kind of preferred way of, looking at buying. I'm going to start
that again.
Don't have a clue what I'm talking about.